Hi guys, I'm back in Hong Kong, but wow, what a journey, what a journey. These 6 months in the UK has been so great for me, and lots of great memories were made. I'm excited to share all my experience with you, but that's for another video. In fact, I actually plan to make a documentary out of it, and although it would be a huge project, but hopefully I can do it before school starts. Instead, today is for another short video responding to my PR average that I got in my final competition in the UK, Wiltshire Summer 2023, and as you all know, I got a 2.12 NR3 2x2 average in that competition, and immediately I claimed that to be the end of a 5-year dominance and shared that across all social medias, Discord, Instagram, YouTube, etc. However, there are some opinions that disagrees that statement of that is the end of a dominance. So I digested this statement for quite a while, and my conclusion is actually both could be correct. And today I would like to address it. Basically, I think it all comes down to how you define the word dominance. For that, I actually looked up for the word dominance in the Cambridge Dictionary. It reads the quality of being more important, strong, or successful than anything else of the same type. So from that definition, I can understand how there are opinions disagreeing with my statement. My NR3 average simply proved that I'm a talented 2x2 cuber and is a possible contender in a Hong Kong local competition and a contender to become one of the best 2x2 cubers in Hong Kong. This average does not make the previous top 3 cubers less important, nor less strong, nor less successful at all. They are still strong contenders and talented cubers, but then actually the original idea of me using the word dominance to describe this scenario in the Hong Kong 2x2 world is more or less leaning towards the definition from the business point of view. I was an economics student back in high school, and you might have heard of the word oligopoly in economics. It basically means there are only a few dominating sellers in the entire industry, and we would describe the oligopoly to be dominating the market. And I think that fits quite well to the current situation, because for 5 years the top 3 Hong Kong 2x2 cubers hasn't changed at all. And if you observed carefully, it's not only the top 3 Hong Kong 2x2 cubers that hasn't changed, it's that no one even come close to them. Since 2019 till the start of 2023, it has been Cyrus's 2.16 in NR3, followed by Bernal's 2.47 in NR4. That is a 0.3 second gap, and if you're an advanced 2x2 cuber, you would know how much a 0.3 second difference really is, especially in terms of average. I call it a dominance because with such a gap, the top 3 has always been untouchable, simply untouchable. Not only you can't beat it, you can't even come close to it. For sure, you will not be able to find something like this in any other events in Hong Kong, with top 3 cubers being so untouchable and staying there for literally years. That's why I call it a dominance. Okay, all the way till now, 2023, where I finally made my debut in Glasgow, my first comp, 2.27 PR average, and it's NR4. And suddenly, after years, it seems like someone is going to be a real challenger. And finally, half a year now, a new name finally appears in the top 3 after 5 whole years. The end of this dominance isn't indicating that they are less strong or so, but instead I'm indicating that the top 3 is no longer untouchable and they are no longer the so-called oligopoly. Hopefully this will clarify everything, and hope you will agree with my point of view. But of course it's okay if you still disagree, but I hope you would still agree that this 2.12 average is really quite a huge moment in Hong Kong's 2x2 world, because I believe no one would expect a cuber to come up literally from nowhere to get a 2.27 average and then in less than half a year ends up in NR3, which was untouchable for years. So following that, I would also like to talk about my verdict for the Hong Kong 2x2 development in the future. In fact, it's not just me who is starting to be a contender. Since my 2.27 debut, Hong Kong 2x2 rankings started to experience many changes. If you look at the rankings now, you can see now NR5 is Bernal's 2.33, followed by NR6 and Andy's 2.37. The gap is getting narrower. is getting narrower. And 1 year ago, if you asked who will podium in Hong Kong 2x2, everyone would answer is Sky, Ivan and Cyrus. But now, there would be more contenders. It could be anyone. It's really hard for me to believe it was a pure coincidence that right after my 2.27 average, people suddenly become much better in 2x2, but I'm sure 2023 would be a huge year for the Hong Kong 2x2 world. Earlier I mentioned how Andy could be a really huge contender after he got his 2.37 PR average, and he could be a really huge contender once he learned EG. His PR average of 2.37 was by pure CLL, and only one of the solves was one look. He has incredible case recognition ability with great TPS, which I always lack. And from one of his YouTube live recently before the Hong Kong Small Cube Day 2023, I noticed him using some EG ALKs. He's not too familiar with it yet, but is definitely learning. And once he becomes fully comfortable with EG, the competition would be very, very intense. Reading down the list is Timothy's 2.53 NR7 average. I personally followed his Instagram page, so I certainly noticed how quickly he's improving these months. By the time Hong Kong hosts another competition, he's definitely becoming another huge contender. It's really anyone's game, and I can't be more thrilled to finally compete in Hong Kong. With the incoming immense competition, would my goal change? I have always been hoping to get a gold medal in Hong Kong. Not only a podium, but I want a gold medal. Well, it won't change. Such a goal came from my personal issue with the Hong Kong organizers back in 2017, as well as the concept of elitism. Every podium in Hong Kong ever won are by well-known elites, and it's my dream to get a gold medal, finishing on top of the elites and make my mark in the Hong Kong community, and most importantly to prove that miracles are possible. By now it will be exponentially more difficult. Year 4 of my medical school will start in a month, and I'm not even sure whether I have the time to practice at all. But I won't give up. I have practiced for years, and I'm now so close to achieving everything I want in cubing, and I'm willing to risk everything for that gold medal that I have always been hoping for since the poor experience in 2017 Hong Kong competition. And now I can firmly tell you, I won't stop here.